What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're gonna be looking at a $25 game that I played on GG Poker. I had a really tough time at the final table, so I want to review hands. Let's get started. So let's turn off the HUD. Alright. Alright, we start with pocket five. It's Jack. We're gonna get good ends like that until the end. Well, I filtered for VPIP only, so we are only gonna see the hands that I've actually played. The hand history is around 300 hands, and this one, if we filter by the VPIP, it cuts it down to about 100 hands.
Yeah.
Oh. Is this better of a bet or is this a check?
I think
range bet.
Yeah, it's a range bet. We're in position.
Range bet in position, queen eye board.
Range bet and then give up on the turn if he calls.
I
Yeah.
don't think
I
bet.
think we range bet almost any two cards, Louis, don't we?
It would make sense. But here we are against a small blind. That
Oh,
was
it's
my
small
issue.
blind. Never mind. That's
And I
different.
had no idea what to do here.
I think it's still range bet.
So let's see. Hijack raise, small blind call. We get the flop of queen of heart, ten of spade, deuce of diamond. Small blind checks. Yeah, okay, this is a check. That's what I thought. Like in my mind, when we think about the small blind range here, he's connects really well with either the queen, the 10, or he has like king, jack, or he's like, has like jack 10, like all of the, like when you play a small blind range, single raise pot, his range is condensed. He's missing the top part of his range, he's missing the bottom part. So
Yeah.
this queen 10 board really hits in the middle of his range. So it's tough for me to bet. That's what I thought. I thought that the best case scenario is I hit the 6 on the turn. That's the best thing I can do here. It's too likely that he has a 10 or queen or some interaction. So I check. And now I
Makes
bet.
sense.
I just fold. Not sure if it's a good fold. What do you guys think?
Probably is.
With queen 10 on the
Because
board.
look, like you say, his range, he shouldn't be calling many hands in a small blind. It's got to be fairly condensed.
Yeah, you check it, it's probably a good fold.
So 4 clubs.
Yeah.
Turn.
2 overcards to the 6 is not good, is it?
And then he leads. He's supposed to go all in on this turn. Pretty weird. But he bets super small, so he bets. That's gonna be a very small part of the tree. Am I supposed to call with sixes? I want to call, but thing is, it never uses small bet like that. What if I bet 33%? Mixing. Alright. So yeah, I should stick around one bet at least. Makes sense.
So for a small bet, you stick around.
Yeah, you don't really get to fold like small pairs against just one bet. What about here?
I free bet because
Or bet.
the stack depth. If he was this guy's already free bet.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to 4-bet, I'm afraid, at this stack depth. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the size, Louis.
For bet, I like to go somewhere around 2.5 X.
At this stack depth, you might have even just been able to min click it back.
It's a
But I
bit
don't
too
mind
small.
the size at all.
We get this flop. I'm gonna say that small. He folds. You win a pot.
You milked him.
Against the small blind again, 80 big blind effective on a king eye board. Should we bet here?
I think we just give up. We have to have some hands in our range we give up. And like you say, small blind call in. I think I'll just give up with Jack high here.
I don't know about that because it's a king eye board.
I like putting a big bet in and then giving up.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? A big bet. Why a big bet?
Yeah, it's like 2/3. I mean, we're deep stack, so we're gonna have a lot of sizings, and I don't think a small bet's gonna get enough folds. Just, I think he'll. I don't know.
Sorry to interject. What tournament is this?
The 25 with the dramatic degen.
I mean, this is
I got you.
connected two-tone. I think
I'm gonna
deep
bet
stack,
small
we're gonna-
here, I think. When I say small, I mean, I'm probably gonna bet like you said, we're a little deeper, Nick, so I might go like 3 big blinds or. I think 3 is gonna accomplish the same thing that 5 or 4 will do. I might just honestly click my 35% button too.
Seems like we're
don't think I'm-
mixing with everything.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever checking back here, though, is the one thing about it. I would rather spend 2 big blinds and win the pot sometime than give it up.
I mean, I guess I size up because there's like no turns that are good. Like, I guess a 6 or 7 are okay, but.
Tens
Maybe
a
like
tens a pretty much
10 clean, yeah. Okay.
tens a go card.
We can turn gut shots.
There's a bit of big bets, but mostly just a check or bet small.
Mm-hmm.
I want with the bet small. Get called. This is where it get nice.
Yeah, just give up.
Flush completes, not very good. I decide to size up here.
You know, so I don't hate this. I don't think you need to size up this big, though.
No,
Like,
we haven't picked up any equity. So I think this is a
Okay.
mistake.
so what's his hands like queen 10 doing that or floating with hearts or something like that? Or let's say his, I don't know, his ace, well, ace 7's probably continuing. Ace 10, maybe 3 betting. There's gonna be a portion of his hands that he floats with that are just gonna give up when the flush completes, I think, some of the time.
But we don't pick up any extra equity. So should we be doing this?
With some of our hands, yeah, our bluffs, yeah.
Yep.
Alright,
So what do we got?
general
it does
size
give up a
is
lot.
big here.
Yeah, it does give up a lot.
Mostly gives up, yeah.
So it's 50-50 mixing with the jack nine. And when you're looking at betting this turn, you're mostly betting big.
There's 0 small, yeah.
So I had the right size, it's a bit of a thing. Now I'm just in.
I think it's fine. Now, yeah, now you're cooked.
Yeah,
Yeah, just give up.
Like this, I'm just face up at this point. Yeah, you're cooked. And I would note that guy because that is way too wide floating in the small blind.
yeah.
And even call him with that.
Yep, I'm sorry. When I say floating, that's
Terrible.
what I meant.
Terrible call pre-flop, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you guys do here? Call or 3-bet?
Call.
I think either
you
one's
can-
reasonable.
Yeah, Nick's right.
like-
You can mix.
Yeah, I don't mind free betting it because the other guy, there's dead money in the pot, but also because I just think that you're going to be dominated by, you could be dominated by worse aces out of position. So I like
So
just
Barry-
free betting this offsuit combo.
Barry, the question comes though, what do you do when the opener jams 4 bets?
We'll just fold.
I think ace
I
jack
think
becomes
this is a
significantly
real
worse
good-
when you do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ace
so
jack,
under
you
like an
should
open button call, ace jack is, it should be calling. Let's see what I do. I just call.
In a freeway pot. That's right in a freeway pot, Louis, yeah?
Yeah, this is the solution for a 3-way pot.
Okay.
Okay, so we check, we bets. Do we raise or do we call?
I'm playing this extremely passively at this point. I'm just calling.
I'm raising. I mean, what hands does he has ace queen. He shouldn't really have ace king in range. He should be three betting a lot of ace queens as well. We're at pretty much top of our range.
I
I guess
think
we
I
had
like
two
raising
fives,
as well.
ace two suited, ace five suited, but
I guess I just
I
think
think
that it's a
I'm raising.
multi-way pot and you're in a super dynamic situation. And
It's
I
like
just don't know
40
if I
big
wanna
blind,
play.
we have top pair, top kicker.
I think we call with the Jaka hearts, but raise without any hearts.
Yeah, it makes sense. Went with the raise. He calls. The turn is not
Now-
good for me,
now
but
you're
it's
in the-
good for my
yeah.
check raising range.
yeah, just I think you get to continue small here.
Went with the big one.
Oh, man, you're in the
Why-
shitter here if
why do
he
you- why
gives
do you
you any
size up?
kind of pushback.
That would have been small too.
Don't you think
value
your
hands.
flush want to size up here when you hit it?
I guess
don't
I'm in
have
the
it.
small,
Whenever you
small
check
camp too.
raise, whenever you check raise and like your check raise bluffs come in, you get to bet small because you don't really have any bluffs anymore. You're either check raising for value on the flop or you're check raising as a bluff and a lot of your bluffs just got there. So your
Well,
whole
that and
range
the
gets to
other-
go
the,
small, I think.
Yeah, the other thing is like, okay, small's way more efficient in the sense that if he actually did turn a flush, you're just saving, I don't know, 8 big blinds. When you just like, what if he jams on you there or raises you there? What are you doing?
Folding.
Even when you turn like the stone, if you turn the stone cold nuts, I think we even check a lot. Like if there's
Stone-
a full house or something available here and you turn that, you will check.
I think it's just a locked up equity thing in these situations when you check raise. It just wants to go small because you want to get paid.
Yeah.
I thought that we wanted to bet big with our best value hands and small with our flushes in this. Right, so aces up and stuff would bet big, and then the flushes would bet small.
Hmm,
Right, in the straight would bet big here.
could be. I think at this stacked up, I just don't know if I ever have a large bet on the turn here.
Yeah, I mean, I agree
Alright.
with that as well. Like you can get jam river even when you bet small for about pot.
Alright, say we were heads up. And we decide to check raise this flop and we get this turn and we are looking at the big blind turn barreling strategy. It's a big bet.
And this is at how many big blinds deep?
60 button versus the big blind.
You're
around
too
40?
deep. No, go to 40.
Yeah,
It's
40 or
gonna
30
obviously, you need a bigger bet size to get everything in fluidly at 60.
Yeah, the guy you're against is 40 though, right?
No,
So
not the guy I played a hand against.
Well, look
Well,
at,
the
just look,
SPR
We can look at 40 if you guys want, but
yeah, well, I mean, the other thing about it is you've also created, it's a multi-way pod, so the SPR is gonna be closer to 40 than it is to 60 because of the extra
Yeah.
dead money that you're not considering.
be like 50, because the guy only put a chip in pre-flop.
sure.
So I think it's closer to 50.
So around 50. At
Probably
60,
isn't gonna
it's not
change
too-
much, I guess.
Not too out of line. Button raise, big blind call. Ace five deuce.
Yeah, man.
Five deuce. Big blind check, button bets. Blind raise.
didn't you raise bigger than 33% too?
I think he did a smaller raise. He did a smaller raise, I think.
Okay.
Looking at betting the turn.
See, even with that
that
small
turns-
shift right there, that's
Now the small size is a lot more present.
right, yeah.
Change the turn to a 8 of hearts. I think it was an 8 of hearts.
Oh.
So that's gonna change it. We'll have some 3x that bluffs.
Yeah, it's still a big bet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I thought when my flush completes. I want a bet big.
15. Go back real quick. Just so there's 23 big blinds in the pot. You have what, 40 behind? So if you bet like even just half pot here, you set up a river jam. Like this is what
12.
like 60%.
65%. Yeah,
It just
Yeah,
seems,
I think it's kind of
just seems-
splitting hairs. I think it's kind of I think the important takeaway is it's kind of a function of trying to get all the chips in efficiently at like equal proportions. So if you're deeper, some larger sizings to make the river more symmetrical is good. If you're shorter, like 40, you could probably get away with small bets. 50, it kind of merges. Ooh, feels
Big
good,
sweat.
man.
big
It's
sweat on
a
the
easy
flop.
game. Easy game.
Do you think that the shove is good there? Is this a bounty?
Nope. It's not a
No.
bounty, and no, you should probably just fold.
No, no.
This is
What I'm
just a
saying, Louis, is
call.
when you flat call, when you jam the queens,
Yeah,
is that a better
Jack
play
should-
than flat call in there?
Are you crazy, Barry? You want a flat here? And
I
then somebody
flat.
else
He jammed
flat,
for-
and
he
then
jammed for
there's an ace on
13.
the flop?
I'm always flatting there.
Are you,
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
flat here.
crazy? Seriously, I'm never flatting
He
in my life.
jammed 13 bigs. I'm always flatting.
yeah, I'm
Never.
flatting as well.
Yeah.
I'm never flatting. I'm not courageous enough, guys. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I mean, I'm
No,
happy
it's-
getting,
For
I'm
me,
fine.
this
happy
kind of
getting jammed on
hand,
and calling off. Like,
for me, this kind of hand is gonna play better heads up. So I want to play heads up.
What do you do with ace queen? What do you do with ace queen suited?
I'm snap jamming.
yeah, jam. You got a jam.
I would call.
These kind
I
of
would
hands for
call as
me,
well.
they play better heads up. If we get a multi-way putt, it's not gonna go well.
What does the
So,
solver do?
there's
wow.
not really a
It's
simple
not-
way.
Yeah, we're not gonna find a solution.
There's, you can do around HRC, but
It's amazing how many of us said that we were flat though. I can get behind the jam as well, Louis.
LP taught us to flat there. Anything over like 7 bigs or 7 bigs plus, just flat. Cause you could have a flat, you could have a flat call, fold range and a call off range.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
just-
when you,
I'm
say
just
you
not
have aces
courageous
here.
enough.
say you have aces here, what do you do?
I just call.
So is your calling range only aces?
Yeah.
Like queens have so
I
many
don't
better
think it's a
jams.
good strategy.
It works.
Author of
Yeah, I'm
Canary.
like, I'm jamming like ace king off.
Yeah,
Probably even,
Me too.
I don't know about ace queen off seems dicey.
Yeah,
Maybe I
I'll
jam
jam ace
like
king off.
jacks and tens. But I'm calling a decent amount here.
Should we call once?
No, I just fold.
No,
Two broadways, huh?
Yeah.
I just fold. I'm
Fold.
probably gonna call. Oh, okay. Alright,
I think a call would have been okay to the small bet.
I think
This
this
is
is
a
out of
raise.
line.
it's out of line for
a
sure.
little bit splashy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this deep it is. I think if you're shallower, it's okay, but
I think it's better than calling and having someone coming over the top, Louis.
I think it's a snap fold with king queen off there. Oh,
Fold.
Yeah, just fold here.
what do you do with eights?
Call.
I think I call.
Yeah, sixes seems like close.
Isn't king queen off a fold there?
Yeah, king queen off is a fold.
Okay.
Are you guys sure?
I'm pretty sure.
It's
Yeah,
never
king
a
queen
call
off
here.
I'm pretty sure it's a fold there too. EP.
I know if it's one in position earlier, it's definitely a fold.
Yeah, I think if you're shallower, you can 3-bet it reasonably, but at 60,
It may be just completely indifferent, to be honest. Yeah, so yeah, it's at that indifferent point.
Okay. I should bet one big blind here.
I like a raise, to be honest.
Yeah.
Blind versus blind, you don't really want to see any turns. If he has a 10, so be it. You have 20 bigs, I'm just stacking off on the flop.
Yeah, like he's not gonna bet a 10
He
like
has
this.
it, man. Blind versus blind, can I fold? Not really.
No.
I'm not folding, I don't think.
I'm a net now.
And
Triple barrel, when he sizes like that, I mean. He's not even pounding his fold equity, like, he's just trying to get the 3 big blind bet paid. I don't think he's
Maybe.
trying to bluff for cheap here. Like, he's just. Like, he's pouring fuel in the fire here. His bet accomplishes nothing. So I called twice and he bets
It
small.
got you to
again.
fold a pair.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, but I'm just exploiting him, I think. Cause I know I should never fold and I know he doesn't triple barrel enough and yeah. But
Honestly, it's
I-
0 EV. You're
Yeah.
not losing much by letting it go.
Yeah, but he does that with a 9? Probably not. Maybe he got lucky and he got a king. But it's most likely just a 10. I don't know, but
Or-
yeah.
or air.
Yeah, air, I don't think sizes like that. I think air is gonna blast here. Try to get some fold from a 5.
Maybe.
How did this, Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, it's close. Just
3-bet or call.
I like calling. This hand
Isn't
flops
this a
really
high
well.
Isn't it the high frequency 3-bet? Like
How deep are you?
78% 3-bet? 50?
15?
I don't think so. I think when you're in the big blind and you can complete, I think these suited connecting cards just wanna see a flop.
That's what
I thought
I'm
that
guessing.
like this suited area was really high frequency. Can someone check the charts real quick?
Yeah, there's that triangle from Matt, right? I
Yeah, it's
might
like
remember.
8-9 suited, 10-9 suited, like all that
I
stuff
could
around
be,
there.
yeah.
Was high
It
frequency.
might be.
3-bet.
I'm completely guessing.
Is it more of a frequency thing from the small
Yeah,
blind?
full frequency.
Alright,
Full frequency?
yeah.
Yeah.
So now I just call. Check, check. I should block
Block bet.
better,
Yeah, 3 bigs.
miss the block bet. Just call. Fold.
Is it near ICM, Louis?
What?
Are you near ICM?
No, we just started.
Right, okay.
Call. Flop is pretty good. Is this a raise or a call?
I would call.
I think I like calling one.
Do you have any
Keep your-
flushes raising here?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I think this one just kind of needs protection from later diamonds, you know? Like if you
Right.
raise and a diamond comes off, you're just hating life.
Might start raising on a turn. I don't think you're gonna raise much on a flop.
I'm kind of with Ken on this one.
I used to jam here.
Jam? That's
Yeah,
big,
I-
man.
I would jam.
I feel like you're losing a lot of value.
I would get called by like, let's see the board again.
Why are we
What do you
not,
call
why
that,
are we
like,
not just cooling
a
down?
king, a naked king or a naked 10. And they would,
Ambitious.
That's ambitious. That's pretty ambitious.
Are we not just cooling down?
We're gonna let
So,
the GTO wizard let us know.
The good
Because
ones want
if
to
another
call.
diamond comes, we can ditch it. But we keep him in with everything else.
But the low ones, like these make sense because they get better queens to fold. These get better jacks to fold. So it's like the high ones don't really wanna do it. But the low ones now. 4-7 suited. It's mostly a raise.
Wow.
I guess it's
Good.
getting value from all of the single ones. I
Yeah.
guess, how's it playing, later streets, let's say you raise and then you get like a middling diamond or something. What does it do?
Okay, so first the strategy, we raise the low ones, we call like the good ones, unless there's merit with like, because when we raise here, we get dominated hands to fold, the hands that dominate us.
Jacks have a straight draw too in case, well, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, never mind.
Okay,
Doesn't matter.
and then,
That matters a little bit.
But like, you should have a
So
lot of
we raise.
connectivity with this board, like a lot of two pairs, a lot of pair with a gut shot, a lot of pair with a flush draw. It's going to continue a lot. So
See, I didn't think we get to raise very much on monotone boards. I'm probably gonna call. Yeah, so I missed that.
I think we just call him down. And if he
That's like
turns over a
50-50
bigger flush
LP.
on the river, or
It's
or he
mostly
hits it.
the way the strategy was built, all the low ones are raising and all the high ones are calling. And then the high-low ones that have like in fold combos that dominate it are doing it. So
Cool.
he calls and then we roll off a diamond you wanted. Which diamond did you want, Gavin?
Just 6, 7.
Yeah, just put a middle one.
It can't be a 7, so.
Just
Like-
leave him all of his high diamond combos and see what we do. Because I would feel sick to my stomach playing this hand on that situation.
We are continuing half of the time.
Small,
Alright,
very small.
Bet small half of the time, chicken out half of the time.
and I'm guessing if we get any pushback, you're just kind of out of there.
Say we bet 20%, it's.
After
willing
we
to
bet, we
use
might be priced
small
in.
Size. He's mostly calling though, but if he raises 55. There's no way we fold. That's what I thought. We don't fold the flush. We fold the 5-eye flush, not the 7-eye.
Hmm. See, this feels like one of these, solver traps where it's like, well, I
Raising
was
and going
solver.
away with, yeah.
Yeah, it's like where at the end of the tournament, after you've busted, you're like, well, it was solver approved, so I feel good about my $100 that I lost.
So I need to raise more here with the low one. There he goes. Sure enough, I'm gonna stick around. You have the 6, I have the 7. It's a good life.
So that's why the solver sticks around with the 7.
Yeah, exactly.
It's approved, Scotty.
So, the interesting question is, in reality, if they aren't floating your check raises as wide as a solver is, does it become a better flat or a better call than a check raise?
I think we should raise more than anything. Just a
Oh, it's
second. I'll be
GB.
right back.
It's GB,
Yeah,
not
the-
Scotty.
The problem I have is my people call too much.
I think you have to call here, Louis. Just one street.
Coffee.
Alright, I think I should fold here.
Have you ever tried to win only calling though, Dave? It's
Yeah,
impossible
so-
to win by only calling. Oh, one call, that's all. I thought you said I call, that's all.
Why did we fold there then? Because he hasn't got many chips behind.
Cause there's 2 Broadway
If he
on the
was
board.
Yeah, but it's such a small bet though. We're supposed to continue a lot of the time.
Ken
So
told me
small.
this week, it's very simple. When there's 2 Broadway on the board, you don't call with under pairs. And it stuck to me.
Okay. Okay. I like it.
It's more of a jam or no, just a call, right?
Yeah, it's 2 EP. I'm just
Yeah.
calling here.
This is an ideal place to call any middle pair, and
Now you can
Huh?
fold now.
fold.
Yeah,
Jerks. Tricky limping got busted. for
Quite
it.
loose from the pair of them.
Right? Who tricky limps ace 10? Come on.
this is a pure call, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I
so.
wanna
Yeah.
three bet here with ace eight. And king nine.
I think
Yeah,
you're right.
This is too good. Even ace nine may be off, but not this.
Ooh.
That's small, get away with it.
Combo. Big bet.
More.
Here's what I don't know, I think it's a big bet.
Yep.
No, we're multi-way. This is my best ace high,
Middling, I think.
my best up pair.
45%.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe more of a middle size, but yeah.
Like I know multi-way, I should be betting small here, but with my best combo,
Betting smaller.
By default is half pot, 3-way.
yeah.
What would you bet, Galen?
I like half pot, honestly, like, my adjustment is I just kind of, my large bet multi-way is half pot.
Okay, right.
That was 75 and then.
Everything gets downgraded multi-way.
Well, yeah,
Don't
like, I think
raise-
Matt did a, webinar on that a while back showing how the equities kind of shift multi-way and how your bet sizings optimally adjust for that.
Louis, you love these small pairs in early position,
Yeah,
don't you?
we
You
do.
love
I like
Not
it.
approved, not GTO.
it.
Is it not?
No.
No.
Go hijack, like DTG1, probably not. It might be a sliver. So I think like three.
Cut off and
fours or
cut off and
slivers.
button. The twos and threes come in.
So close. It's one pip
Oh,
Or two.
Louis,
or three pips.
I can't believe you.
It's just 3 pips.
He's still holding on to maniac.
Can't fold pairs, come on.
Ace five, he had that ace five. What is his problem? I raise, he just rips 33 fine big ones. Oh. Is this play good? Is this a thing or is this guy just?
I don't think
What'd he
it's a
do?
thing,
I
think-
missed it. He ripped 35 into you?
It was
Yes.
ace 5, yeah.
Oh, that's because of your stack depth, Louis,
Was that pre-flop?
isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's a
Oh.
rip.
I think I'm
Because
pretty.
he's
deep
not
here.
folding to
Pretty
your
deep.
jam.
Blind versus button. Yes, he's versus button, of course it's fine.
I think it's probably better at not all in
Yes.
sizing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
I
I
thought
thought
you
you
had
had less
13
than that,
bigs for
Louis. That's
some reason.
crazy.
Bit spazzy.
I thought you had 13 for
Yeah.
some reason. I saw it, or 16. I thought saw it after the hand.
What's the,
Interesting.
what's the chart say about that spot with the ace five?
Are you kidding?
Should 3-bet.
That's what, no, I figured it's a 3-bet. I'm just saying, does it lean jam or does it lean, not all in?
I would think not all in.
Not all in was like what my knee jerk reaction is, but it definitely could be a jam.
That could.
Do you have enough chips for now?
Yeah, I think you do.
Poker coaching
think.
has the brand new 30 big blind charts. Let's have a look. So we are,
We've had 30 for like a year.
Brand new, Ken,
they?
brand new.
out of the box.
Huh.
Out of the box, hot off the press.
What, we had them? I thought we had them for a long time.
We did.
Huh.
When you play online poker, I mean, days go by fast.
What was the answer? Do we see the answer?
No,
Solver special?
no, he's the button.
He's small.
And I'm the cutoff.
I thought he was a small one.
Just going to be a free bet.
Zero
isn't it?
all in here with this ace.
Oh, wait, he wasn't small blind? I thought he was small blind.
He was
Am I
so
missing
small.
something?
The button.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, that changes things, doesn't it?
It's just a call.
I'm three betting.
It's not even a
small.
free.
See, for me, I'm
It's
still
not even a
three
free
betting.
bet.
But see, here's, okay, let me explain. I'm three betting small here still, very small, because there's a 14 big blind stack in the big blind. And that disincentivizes him to just jam unless he's really got a hand.
Makes sense, King.
There's a sliver of ace deuce here, so it's.
Yeah, so
That's what I was
would-
just thinking. I was like, well, if it does it with ace deuce sometimes, it can't be that bad with ace five.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well, like
what
Ken
does
said-
what does the small blind do there? Because he'll not call. He's raising or shoving. What about the small blind?
The small blind is not in the hand
No, but if just what he would do there.
against the 30 big blind jam.
With what hand? What
no,
hand are you
against-
talking about?
Against your raise, what would the small blind do?
Oh, you wanna see
The
the
small
small
blind,
blind
like
versus
10s
cutoff?
plus.
Yeah,
10s plus.
yeah,
ace.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cut off
just.
for small
that's what you meant.
blind, button versus small blind, something
That's
like
what you
that.
meant multi-way, small blind.
I think the
Because
small
he'll
blind's
not
supposed to
call.
free bet.
Small blind
See,
is
it's a much,
jamming ace.
right.
So there's jam in it. 30. Yeah.
It's a much more appealing option than. Can you click the 40 just to see if there's a transition there where it prefers not all in?
30 bigs is just ripping from the small blind.
10 big blind
Gotcha.
more and you don't rip anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you rip
Okay.
ace four.
Right, so it just means the equities are very close with these type of hands, like you should do it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys do here?
I like a flat.
I call here. This is why I like calling. with
I'm in raise.
Aces, so I can get away with calling with these hands.
I think
I like
him raising.
flatting, but, so I like flatting because I'm calling the 14 and the 23 if they jam over. And it saves you the chips when the 51 jams because you can't call the 51.
Right. It's a disaster if he wakes up with like a monster.
Right, so if you call, you can fold when he jams. The only place where it gets weird is if 51 cold calls, then you kinda aren't too happy, right?
But we're in position at least. Post flop, but a pretty good hand.
I went with the
But
ISO.
I don't hate the ISO, it's just, my only question is, Louis, if you ISO and 51 jams, what do you do?
Try. I'm hitting the
Right.
king and the queen. Or diamonds.
Yeah,
Or I'm
well,
rebuying.
I like the flat,
Big pot poker. I don't hate it, man, but I would be,
especially
pretty
the fact
upset.
is, especially the fact is suited. I'd probably free bet the offsuit more than I would this.
To be honest, Louis, the only question is, how big is his bounty?
Some of the wrong
Yeah,
hand
but it's
history.
a 25,
Not a
no bounty.
Some of the hand history, I can put it in.
I
nature.
know, I
Oh,
know,
oh
I know.
my goodness.
I know.
Oh, yeah. No.
I don't think the ISO's too bad. It's not the worst play.
Just fold there.
That's nuts.
Nah, what was that? A 3-bet pot?
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't
Hmm,
know, man. I think they're gonna tell you
It's a
to
tough one.
flat there. It may even tell you to click it back at him.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Might be
He
worth a
doesn't have that
gander.
many chips. You're either way ahead or way behind.
Yeah, tough spot.
Oh, you can't really, honestly, you can't really click it back at him. It may tell you just to go all in.
Yeah, because you got him covered. It might.
Only there was some sort of way we could check this.
It may be worth a gander if you got the wizardry around, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I get to open. Oh, maybe sixes is fine. Button cutoff, hijack, low jack. 20 effective, low jack versus button. 3-bet.
It's synonymous with sevens or eights or whatever the floor is anyways.
It's a close one, isn't it? If it's a bounty, you're definitely ripping Louis, aren't you?
Well, you got to, yeah. You definitely want the booty then.
But I'm not sure about this. How wide does it call?
I think it's just an interesting spot because like it makes his not all in 3-bets printing if we're playing this spot incorrectly.
What?
I was gonna say, what are you looking at? What's going on there?
Oh, he never raises small from 20. He never three bets from 20 big ones.
You got 25?
He made a mistake anyway. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
he
really
put more
hard.
than
It's
a
really
third
hard
of
to,
his-
it's really
Oh,
hard to
put
say
more.
mistake.
He put more than a third of his stack in, but
There's a
is
sliver
that
here.
okay if you're just gonna call it off anyway? Well,
It's honestly, it's just outside the inputs of what GTO Wizard has. You could, you could run these simulations with not all in sizings and get outputs. It's just,
Oh,
The equities
no.
are- right, so this is what I was thinking.
Should I? But I thought like the jack, like if I think about this range, he has like aces, kings, queens, and then when he's bluffing, he has like ace jack off, king jack off, or at least I do in his seat.
I think he's probably got a lot of raggedy aces and like big cards.
it's saying to fold more there than anything else, though, isn't it?
No, it's a raise.
Yeah. Is it? I
Yeah.
thought it was 40% fold.
So what
The
is
colors
his
are kinda
range look like?
confusing.
Ace,
Yeah, this is
king,
the important-
queens, jacks.
So I mean,
nines,
you're right.
eights.
He definitely does have some jack X here, without a doubt.
Sure, ace jack.
But he also has like, a lot of these larger cards too.
So when we stuff, he wants to raise or stuff. What do we accomplish? Get him off king, queen, king 10, ace 9, ace 10. Get him off ace size. And king eyes.
Yeah, even ace kings, probably a lot of population are folding all their ace kings and queens there.
So now the question becomes, is our opponent three betting often enough with queen 8, king 7, king 8?
No,
nine.
but I would imagine his range could easily have ace king off in there, ace queen off in there.
Yeah,
And some
but
of those,
Yeah.
does he have ace 9 and king 10? And do you think when we jam here, ace king off is folding?
oh, well, no, and I mean, honestly, I don't think you want it to fold.
Yeah, who cares if it folds? It's
Yeah,
Who
the
cares
suit-
if it
all you
folds?
come from.
Suited one calls all suit.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't think, his range might look something like this, but I think it's probably just gonna be more ace X heavy.
Okay.
Like it may have ace 5 in there, it may have ace 4 in there, and other junk
Right.
like that.
So I should get it in here. Alright.
It does show sixes as being the worst of the range though as well, doesn't it? It's very bottom.
I think it's just because it's the floor of really what you're calling. What are you doing with fives? I guess fives, fours are calling some. Sixes is the worst of the, I'm gonna run my equity hand.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then say we just raise small, some portion. Any stuffs. Do we call it 6? We do.
Oh yeah, you gotta call with sixes. You put too much chips
Yeah,
in.
I mean-
I think you could be drawing to 2 outs and still have the right price at that point.
Right?
Alright, interesting. Just fold.
I was about to say, I don't hate where you're going with this. This may be like a pip or two wide, but I definitely like this play. I think the jam honestly might be a bit excessive. Like you probably could have got away with like 19 or 20 or something.
What are those stats there, Louis? Is he a maniac?
Well, I'm sure I thought you to do that, honestly. I have to, oh, okay, I see. So this HUD here only has the hand for the, like this tournament. I certainly have a note on this player to do that.
You would have to, because he raised 4x, like that's already a huge raise.
Yeah,
And you're like 70 effective with this guy?
yeah. So I believe I have a note on this player that says he has range construction problems. Otherwise, I don't see myself doing that. Because people don't 3-bet bluff enough. And it's either people don't do it enough and some people are just always doing it. So, yeah. Range construction problems. Oops. Oopsie. Mistakes were made. Who do we win on this board? Maybe we win against a size, against king, queen, king. No, we're gonna lose.
Hello, everyone.
So James,
Oh,
Yeah.
What hand history is this?
this is flash.
So 25, Louis made a final table of the other day. 3-bet,
Nice.
good one.
I don't think I would have caught that.
Suited king 6 is good versus late position. The 7 and the 8 are pretty good, and the 9 are good for middle and early.
Is that a bluff or is that for value?
Yeah, I guess that kind of depends on the flop.
what do you guys do here? Check on the
You're
flop, check on the turn.
You're
Counterfeit on the
counterfeit,
river.
man.
We have to bet big.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're counterfeit, like,
Yeah,
and the
I
way
think
you can't even really get away with a big bet. Like, I think you bet 3 and pray.
What with
Because
the
if you bet-
5-bet?
5 is good. 5 is good, I think. If you go any
I like
bigger,
5.
you're just gonna get snapped off by ace high here a lot. Maybe king high, that's just gonna say, I don't believe it.
Yeah, we just get away with it.
Feels good.
like it.
Clean pairs.
Call with the 8 of hearts, fold without the 8 of heart. 2 Broadway, we fold under pairs.
It's hard for the ace or king to know on that last one.
Yeah, it's
because
got
the flush
nothing,
completed.
nothing going for it.
Ace 7 off, that's an open.
Ace 7 off.
No,
Too wide. But I mean, if you're, it's a logical expansion if you're, wanting to expand your range a bit.
if the table's tight, it's an open. If they're playing like nets, it's an open, Louis.
Alright. What size should I go for with? I think it's just a bit
Small.
small, but I'm thinking I'm greedy here these days and I'm betting big.
No, we've got good interaction with the hearts, man. We need to keep it smaller with the
So-
hearts.
So it's a 2, it's a 6, and it's an ace. It's very dry. You have top pair locked up. And he's only got 25 big blinds. Yeah, I don't mind 1 big blind here at all, or very small.
Trying to induce a little bit and just calls, not good at all.
I like 4, maybe 3 or 4. 6 is okay. You're just gonna get a lot of folds.
Yeah, there's the thing. When they call 1 big blind. Like, when I bet 1 big blind, I'm trying to induce them and when they don't get induced by either, like the perfect response for me is just to call extremely wide. And it makes me, it's very tough for me to continue after I bet 1 big and they just call. It's like the counter. It's simple, but it's like the counter of when I bet 1 big blind. So
Yeah,
after
I
this
don't-
point, I've experienced with like a whole bunch of different sizes and nothing
It's
works
the-
from here.
It's the funniest thing because it's the most obvious answer, but it makes people just like lose their mind sometimes.
Yeah,
I really just think
And he's a big
you're
guy,
losing
he's
too much value
6'7",
when you
250
bet
pounds.
large here.
So yeah, they had to order in
Because
a special. fence
I just
for
think
it.
he's gonna have a lot of 6s and a lot of pairs of 5s, and 2, 3, and
But they
2,
had to
4,
order
and
a
stuff like
special
that.
fence
And I think you can
to
do, if you bet like 2.5 or 3 big blinds, you're gonna get a lot more calls.
yeah.
You
don't
will,
think
I
it-
think.
I'm not, the way I see it, even if I do it very often, like I bet 1 big blind and then I bet 33%, which is gonna be like 2 or 2.5 big blind. And they're gonna fold a lot to the second barrel, no matter what. So it's like,
They
I'm
are.
stuck here. When they call the one big blind, I'm like, oh my God. It's like I'm torching my equity when they call. Because no matter I wanna proceed, if they don't raise me, I'm like, kind of screwed. On the ace turn, should I bet here?
Nah.
Yeah, I
get
think you
there,
should.
I
Wait,
would.
you're in.
Three-way.
Wait, I'm sorry. This is a three-way pot. I would not be bluffing this pot.
King 10 maybe, but not king 9.
Okay. I think that makes sense. We pick up equity with it. Bet here for sure.
We should definitely bet this because of our range and nut composition here. But we should bet big.
Yeah, I'd probably just bet.
Just one big bet.
Actually, that might check. You might bet big with 2s and 3s and just check this or bet small.
He's got a lot of a wide range in the big blind here, and we have all the pocket queens, pocket tens, ace queen. I think we can turn this into a bluff, this hand, and pick up more cards on the turn to fire at, like an ace or a king.
Oh,
It's a marginal maiden. You're gonna make more money by letting him bluff.
Okay, it's a range bet board. I missed the C bet here. Now I just forced to fold.
You checked it, Louis. You let him
call wide
steal it from you.
position.
Yep. Yeah, I don't see any merit in calling here.
Does it ever
No.
let you just give it a click back here?
We don't know. There's no,
I would call one in
That's
position. He
enough,
might just give up on high cards and we can get the showdown. Like he can, if his bluffs are supposed to give up on like ace, a king, maybe a 9.
Check that. flop
So we
and
should have definitely bet the
I think
flop.
it's not a diamond.
let the board.
Yeah. Oh, look at this for a squeeze.
What size are you guys like here?
I'm going big.
12.
You know, honestly, I don't even hate just ripping it here.
Oh,
Yeah, I go like
with a
13.
couple picks up.
I don't mind ripping it either, really.
I
You're
like
at a
that.
position, you're
like
50
14.
big blinds, you're 4 ways. The
Yeah.
opener only has 20 big blinds.
I think it's a better.
Yeah, there's
hand.
nothing. Yeah, I think it could be. And maybe make it 12 if you've got aces.
So what's the maximum stack that you're ripping there?
60.
I think even 70, some PFA sims have it ripping pre-flop, or was it 80? It was something ridiculous.
60,
had very-
100%, and there's some
Because-
case
Yeah.
where.
Yeah, Louis is right.
I just did it like I don't know, 30 minutes ago. Very, very similar spot. I was in the big blind. And I did it for just around 80 with ace king suited. And I mean, they snapped it with aces, so I lost. But like,
Well,
How do you
welcome
feel
to the
about that,
tournament.
James?
Yeah.
I felt like I felt like I just grabbed my ankles, is what I felt like.
Alright, did I open this? What am I doing now?
I don't know.
Mm.
You
Oh,
did.
boy.
You've got no respect at this
doing,
point for the
dude?
table. All respect is gone, Louis.
Maybe they're playing a bit nitty.
If you don't have respect.
Did you, oh, you
Louis,
checked there then, Louis.
Doyle Brunson
Was
did
you looking to check raise on that board, Louis, if he bet?
My God, Barry, I should not even be here with this. I mean,
No, but after this, after you've made this mistake.
with this
you're
guy
gonna
in the
check
hand,
raise.
this guy's a big blind. He has actually
Oh,
a
sorry.
great connection with this. He has
I
the
didn't see
flush
him,
here.
sorry.
So like when the flush completes, it's super dicey because he has like, I don't see myself check raising in a sandwich here. But
Now the flush did complete though with the
It-
ace.
it's
Doesn't
for-
become
it's-
such a bad bluff.
it's pouring trees and we have the blocker, so I'm gonna go for it. How about two
You
X
need to.
five? How about that?
1.5 X.
This is a tough one for me because yeah, you're gonna need like king, queen with the king of hearts to bluff catch you here. Just,
Which they
There's
never
not a
had
ton-
based off the action.
yeah, there's
I
just
think-
not a lot. I
I
think
think
I
I
like,
like a pot size better.
see, I would think I
I
would
like,
like even a small bet. A small
Yeah,
bet
half
and
pot,
get somebody to,
2/3.
get somebody to spaz maybe.
So
But you do get
Wow.
called. What is this? What is this?
the thing is,
Wow.
I thought if he ever has a tree, he's gonna find maybe calls with that. And the way the hand was played, it feels like I'm trying to steal a lot. I don't really
I
expect.
think if you're trying to get called
here.
by a 3, you can bet small and he'll raise.
The thing is, if you raise, he has a bunch of flush and then I'm like,
Yeah, if he
Yeah, I
raises,
think-
you're not happy.
Well, yeah, when you polarize and he raises, you're miserable. But if you bet small and he raises, you're happy because I think his 3s have to raise against the small bet.
They should, if they're playing correctly. I'm curious to see what he shows.
sevens.
Did you just,
That's
okay,
reasonable.
sevens. Sevens, no heart. How about that?
Yeah, pretty weird
He
call.
just
That's
thinks he just thinks because of where you raise from, you've never got a
Ah, no, see, this guy, he's been deep in the lab and he's like, well, I'm blocking 6, 7, so I call any bet.
Yeah. I just call here, check, turn, pretty good. I should bet here.
Yeah, bet small or large. I don't like this large though.
You know
It's
what?
okay.
I think I like playing check raise on this turn. When you turn that much equity and you check again.
At this depth, you check raise?
No, yeah, no, that's a fair point. I didn't realize he was that shallow. You don't need a check raise to build a pot. You can just raise.
My God. Now I'm just in the pickle.
Now you're not too happy at this point.
Or not.
You probably win this hand anyway.
I'm.
Do you turn your
jamming
6
for
into a
value.
bluff? I was gonna
Check,
say,
check.
do
I
you turn
think
your
you win
6?
with you win with your 6. It's got good showdown value.
Right? Now just check and win.
I'm
What-
scamming
what-
people on the river.
No value bet? No thought about a value bet?
Man,
No.
I mean, I think I just got out of line on the turn and then I just ping some equity and then I'm like, you praying he doesn't have a 9. Like if
There's no
you
way
Yeah,
he
stuff,
doesn't.
I like your thought
say I
process.
check here and he stuffs, what should I do with the
I think
diamond
it-
in my hand? It's not
I think
good.
a value,
Yeah.
I think a value bet is just too thin. Like, I just think it's too thin here.
On the
What
turn?
hands,
No, on the river, a value bet on the river.
Yes. If he's got a 5, you're in trouble as well. Don't forget.
Yeah,
what 5s does he have?
Man, he doesn't have ton of 5
ace
X.
5 maybe.
Ace
Maybe.
5's gonna
Ace
raise
five.
you on the turn.
That's
Pocket
right.
5s. Yeah,
Yeah, 5.
on the
Pocket-
turn. Yeah.
Pocket 5s could have you in a pickle here.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so-
it's like,
So, I mean, the only hands we're scared of are 5s, 7s, and 8s, right? And then we beat everything else.
Yeah.
We don't beat
But
anything.
it's
And
too
we're only-
thin for value, as we said.
But we're
We
only
don't beat a
20
good
deep.
6.
I don't know. I like a small bet here and get a crying call from like ace, king, ace, queen, something like that.
Louis, will you just humor me and take a look at the range on the turn and see if it checks at all? I'm just wanting it to, I'm still just wanting to check jam on this guy.
Yeah, I want to know if it's a bet on the river too, like a block bet.
Can we see
I
the?
think it's a fun one to take a gander at.
It might, because the board's not that great for him, right?
And when we block bet with this hands like this, we get to bluff at it too.
It might
See,
check bet, because how does he interact with this board?
When it goes
Especially
check,
when
check,
it
not
checks.
well at all. Yeah.
So what's it like to do? I'm having a hard time reading this off the bat. So diamonds doesn't really check. It wants, at this stack depth, it just wants, no, is that the turn? That is the turn. It's not really checking.
it's betting pot.
It is betting
Yeah.
pot, right? So that
Or
makes sense.
75%.
Well, you almost bet pot, Louis, anyway, didn't you?
Oh, I did bet pot.
The check, the double check to
But-
check raise is definitely gonna be a thing at deeper stack depths. Like if you went to 40 plus, I bet it would be a,
Well, first, what
So
was
when
your
you-
question?
When you bet pot and the rivers the comes, what's our strategy?
I'm jamming. Say a good old 9 of,
No.
It's a
Well,
6, you
yeah.
make a marginal made hand.
What
to
was
get
the
a
river?
10
It was
on the
6,
river,
right?
jamming. No,
What was the river?
it was a 6. You paired your 6.
Yeah, 6 of
oh, that's right.
That's why I thought you may shut down.
Well, we should go all in.
Yeah, he doesn't care. You're just so short, like Nick was saying, you're just, you're value betting.
Yeah, I don't think it's too thin here. We beat almost everything.
Okay. Oopsie. So this is just terrible. I guess I wanted to ISO this guy.
I think that's fine. You're 6-handed.
You've made a mess of this at this point. Cause now you're you gotta call.
You have to
Like,
call. Yeah, it sucks. And you're behind always.
You run too good.
Uh-oh,
JK,
uh-oh.
you got, oh wow.
And the
I run
boat-
too
He
good, huh?
actually, he had the worst sweat in the world. Like, how unhappy do you think he was with that flop?
He was sweating. I think he was standing up and packing up when he saw this flop. Should I trade bet here or just call? I think this is just a call.
This is a call. Yeah.
Jack,
Yeah, I would.
that's
call.
big. So if it bets
Just
small,
call
I'll check
against this
raising.
sizing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Against this size.
First
I
and big, I'm
call.
just, yep.
7
I like
pairs.
it. I like it a lot. You're protecting your jack for times he has better hands and he can't really raise you, right? He's not polarizing with a 7. This is a good bet.
He folds.
Alright, I got 2 answers. If it's a PKO, I'm all in.
What if it's not a PKO?
I
Oh.
fold. You can't disrespect the 30 big blinds with pocket fours here. Action's open. I mean, if you're gonna proceed, you have to basically raise. You can't really just call this.
Yeah, I
Can
think
I
it's a
net
jam
force
or a
all?
fold.
Oh my god.
No, I don't think you can call. It's a jam or fold.
Pretty sure I butchered this one. Let's see what I did.
But your equity's not
Yeah.
great against the guy who's already all in, so I'm all in.
Yeah, see, now action's reopened. But this guy's okay with it. He wants to go multi-way, so. Luckily, he gave you the gentleman handshake here.
Now what?
Just check.
Yeah, I'm not betting.
I hope he jams on you.
Louis likes to go for
Yeah,
value.
going with
He goes
5,
for call. King pairs, he
Well, now
checks.
there's a side pot. There wasn't a side pot before.
So you bet 1 big blind. I like 1 big blind again to check back the river. Yep, I like this. So now you've bought, oh
Wow,
my
you
god,
lucked
how?
Oh, no,
You don't check back the
classic.
river.
Get it in,
How?
put the chips in the
I
middle.
bet 1 big blind and he calls. And then I bet 1 big blind again and he calls. What do you think is gonna happen? I'm gonna hit the 4.
Alright, now what are you doing? Are you
The
just
problem
gonna?
is he's so capped. Even jam, you're not gonna get caught if you jam.
Nah, you've got to think about how much he's going to call.
1 big blind again.
I don't
I'd
hate 1
probably
big
go like
blind on the river.
6 or 7.
He might lose it, making it 1.
Yeah, I would have done 6 or 7 as well.
He outplays me.
He did
I think at
outplay you.
Yeah, I think he'll call.
But
if
he
you bet
doesn't
6 or
have a
7 with
spade.
nines.
It's like,
Nah,
There's
you
only-
outplayed him, Louis, but you just needed to put it in a bit more value on the river.
Yeah, I should bet a different size on the river, but I'm still trying to induce and sometimes it works. That's the thing. I bet 1-1-1. And then on the last bet, they're like, oh, I have to do something and then they raise 10x.
Yeah, so they can show you
Standard.
how they outplayed you with a bluff,
Yeah,
right?
but then
Yeah.
I have the nuts.
Pretty funny hand.
What should I do here?
Call.
You have to
You're
call.
getting insanely good odds.
You're priced in. I'm in there all day.
Yeah.
I don't know about
You can never
calling because
fold.
this is like the bottom of my range, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
you
I'm
have
gonna
to
have,
call.
I'm gonna call 80% of my range, but the 20% bottom, I don't know about calling.
I don't think you get the full 20% of your range.
Okay.
He's got 5 big blinds. He's jamming all pairs that are worse than an 8 that he has. He's jamming king, he's jamming ace, queen, ace, jack. Like you've got more than enough equity to
Yeah,
put
You
in the
call-
few
You
big
you need
blinds.
25% equity. There's like no hands he has that has
yeah,
you in bad shape.
yeah, I made a
Yeah,
mistake.
he honestly, he got a free double up there.
Even if he
Yeah,
has
he did.
ace king, like you're getting the right odds.
Christmas came early for that guy.
Yeah, you had to call another 3.5 was it to win a pot of 12, Louis?
Yeah, I had a great pot odds. I made a mistake. Oh,
It's just an easy fold.
Let it go.
I mean, you should
oh
have
my
folded to the.
goodness.
You shouldn't have even
You
called
know,
the
fours
open
are
though.
working well today.
What do you guys do here?
Jail.
I just call. I don't know why. I like
Yeah,
jam.
I like Ray's calling this spot, I think.
I don't mind the
No,
call.
I
I
don't
think it's
close
close
the
between a raise and a
action.
jam. I don't like a
If-
flat though.
If I call here and he jams, I'm just always screwed, but I'm above the 5, so it's like,
I was gonna say, if you don't call here, it makes your call pre-flop like insanely bad.
yeah.
It's a good
But-
turn. Wow.
What do we do here?
What was that?
How
What
do
was
you
that
just-
about you
how do you
running really
always
good?
get there?
I was gonna say, what was that about you running really good, Louis?
I think I might stuff it here.
I think you mix between
Who was
a
betting? Was he
small
betting
bet.
or were you betting?
turn
He
one
was,
check
he
check.
bet the flop, turn went check, and now I mean, like, my range is going to
Polarized.
bluff.
I
This
think
is-
you
this
want
is
to
a
mix
great bet.
between. Yeah, I think you want to bet large most of the time, but mix in small betting like 15-20% of the time, so you're protected.
Raise it to.
So he went all in, I meant click, because this guy ships, I'm like, King jack,
Seems fine.
what do you guys do here?
This is a fold. It's too wide.
It's too wide? You don't jam?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure about
small blind is
against
17.
2.
You're not blocking any of his calls.
And it's not a bounty.
I think against one player it's a jam, right?
I'm not even sure. Like blind versus blind, it's fine. I don't like this.
I don't understand what I'm doing.
I don't like your
bet.
flop sizing.
I should bet this turn.
I like the check on the turn. You have worst hands to bluff, right?
And I don't like
having-
this call. If I have to hero here, I need like a club in
The
my
9 of diamonds
hand.
is terrible in your hand.
Yeah, this is a very bad play. No reason to call here. I don't understand. I call here. Maybe fold because of this guy.
I like
think
the
it's a
call.
fold.
Yeah, I'm in the pickle now.
You
Yeah, if
just
he's
fold
deeper,
after
I
that guy
think you can call.
jams. Yeah, I
Problem
kind of
is he
agree with
gets
that.
to jam pretty frequently.
Bet or checker? I have the 8 of hearts, a pair board.
I am
Just check.
definitely checking here because this has got check raise written all over it.
And this is a card you want to, or a hand you want to see a turn with.
I think I just kinda wanna, yeah, I wanna control the action here. See, yeah, this is not fun now. You still got a call.
Oh, fuck, that's straight.
So the interesting thing is like, if he follows through, what do you do?
On the river?
Yeah, I guess I'm curious what it does in theory and, I mean, in reality, I think you just fold, like the bluffs aren't there frequently enough. But he checks.
You know, that's the thing. Thing here is. The draw is missed, right? I blocked the straight.
I kinda like, maybe just showing this down.
If I check here, we agree I'm never winning, right?
I don't know about that.
And if we think about this check raising range, gonna have some fives, right? It's gonna have some, I don't know, some
He's gonna
better
have
hands
like,
than me.
he's gonna have ace X of hearts, king X of hearts, king X
If
of clubs, ace X
If
of
you
clubs.
fold, you would have won.
So my only question here is, alright, so he check raised you, he polarized the turn, and then he does what on the river? He checks the river?
Yeah,
Why, so I mean, what is he representing? 6x? You're blocking
no,
the straight.
no, it's like
Nah.
I think it's a 5 or a 7 or a give up. But thing is, in his give ups, he has like ace 10, ace 9, maybe
I'm
ace
not so
jack.
sure.
So
Maybe
it's
at
like,
some frequency, he does. I think, I don't know if I wanna turn my ace into a bluff here, to be honest.
well, I
I'm
get
kinda
good
agree. I
ace
curious.
think
to
you have-
fold. I get low pairs to fold. I don't think if I check here, I win.
I think you win here a lot when you go check, check.
See, I'm kinda with Nick here.
Yeah.
Nick here.
With the 8 of hearts in my hand, I'm blocking like his folds.
Yeah, I will
not
agree.
so
I'll agree
sure.
that the 8 of hearts isn't like a great card. But, I'm
It's a
kinda torn
close
here.
one because it's a close
I mean,
one
I don't-
because you're gonna lose two bigger aces for a start.
He just
Louis,
doesn't have a
don't-
lot of
you
bigger
could-
aces.
He doesn't, yeah, he
Louis,
doesn't have a
don't
lot
you-
of big races. He plays this way. Also,
He's-
I don't know if
he's
the 8
got
of hearts is so
some.
good, cause like, if he has 8, 9 of hearts, 8, 10 of hearts, 8 jack of hearts, he's gonna check raise it as a bluff fairly often on the flop,
Yeah.
right? Or
I think it's
turn.
an interesting one to, maybe put into the math machine, see what the computers have to say about it.
Oh yeah, this
I
disaster.
think it's
up
gonna
ahead.
check, like you said, Louis. We're supposed to check a lot of aces on the river and not bluff. That's what you've been telling me.
Yeah, I agree. I think you have lower equity bluffs that also don't block his bluffs.
You've been telling me off for that, Louis. But I also understand what you're saying, that if you check there, you lose a lot of time, a lot of the time. But I also agree with Peter about the fact that he's going to check raises 10-7 and all that crap there with gut shots and lower flush draws. on
The
that
one thing
board.
that I do kinda get nervous about is I think he is gonna have some deuce X that he gets there on the river with and doesn't turn into a bluff. Like, I don't know, deuce 4 maybe,
Right.
deuce 3.
So the first three is not so
But he only
good.
has suited combos of those.
He does.
Well, no, I think the first street is okay. I mostly bet with the heart in my hand.
Yeah, I think it's fine. You can check, you can bet. I would lean towards checking just cuz I feel like I'm gonna get check raised a lot.
Same.
And he does check raise a lot, doesn't he?
I'm sure he
It's
does.
probably like
It's a fair
20% of the
board.
time or something.
25%, yeah. 30%,
Yeah.
30.
So he's check raising more than he's folding and he's check raising almost as much as he's calling. And the combos that are doing it are the ones that you would suspect. polarized. Which
Yeah,
he
he
should
might
be
have picked
doing, I
up.
think.
He might have picked up some equity there with an 8 in his hand.
So what's it wanting to do? It's
4,
wanting
8.
to,
He wants to bet
4, 8.
small on the turn. He doesn't have any big size on the turn.
Yeah,
So
it's so good for check raise range. I think it's to just barrel like range small, right?
yeah. So
here, let me see. I'm just gonna cross compare with Odin real quick, cuz I feel like
You
with a
should
board
do-
that's that dynamic, I feel like it might still go kind of large. How deep are we? 25? Is that what you're doing?
35.
35 is a bit deep, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah.
30. So you're like low jack versus big blind. 30, single raise pot, low jack.
So he doesn't have a checking range on the river, or not very much of it.
What makes up his checking range?
Ace jack, ace 10, ace 9, better aces than me.
All of his deuce X still bets. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah,
Trying to think
colors
about
are-
what bluffs he's actually got there. The only
Colors
bluffs
are
that
hard to see.
I think are small flush, small heart draws. Because
our
most
friend
of his hands that
checks.
contain any part of the board
Bet.
become a straight.
He check raises. You call. Turn is the 7 of clubs. Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of small bets too on the turn, a lot of 33%. I take that back. A lot of it actually is just at 30, it's just all in on the turn. So it's polarizing between small and it's polarizing between small and jam.
okay. Cool. Anyhow, the way I played it, there's a sliver of jamming from my hand. Ace of diamond. Ace of diamond, 8 of heart. A little bit of a sliver. It's not too crazy.
But
I mean,
The
you're probably
answer's-
gonna treat
the
it doesn't
answer's-
exist.
yeah, I was gonna say the answer is check if that's the case.
Yeah.
Got
out of line a little bit because I thought I was looking to, I really wanted to like get folds from like, I thought he would have like better ace size than me a lot. And then,
heuristically though, like all of the ace X is basically checking back is what we're seeing here,
yeah. And then
except for the pairs.
my idea was to get better ace size to fold and then maybe some fives, maybe a lucky 7, big maybe. I don't think at 7 is gonna fold, but
Yeah, I'm seeing similar behavior here too, on the Z River.
yeah. Can you
what is
guys
he-
hear the dog or?
No, I hear a dog.
I hear him.
James?
Okay,
I'm on mute. It's not me.
Yeah, I'm just joking. It's just always
I
your
haven't got a
dog.
dog.
alright. I think I should rip here. All the cookies?
Yeah, I'm ripping here. This is a good rip.
Yeah. We're playing for 20 bigs effective.
All
Almost
the
any
cookies
pair,
again
right?
here?
I like ripping here too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like this. You could really be making a statement with a third rip in a row, Louis.
But it's just filtered for VPIP, right? So
What's the donk for?
I don't know if we should be betting there.
but my idea of the strategy here is that like he's gonna be very polarized, gonna use big bets and check a lot. And I am position, I'm gonna check back half of the time and bet small half of the time. So when I bet small, I'm looking for equity driven bluffs. So here I get the backdoor straight, the backdoor, the other backdoor straight over card. So it's like, and when I
Throw
bet
it.
here, maybe I get like ace 6 of diamonds to fold, ace 7 of diamonds to fold. So.
Yeah, I
it's
think
like
this is okay. I just don't think you wanna do this all the time, but I think mixing one of these in every once in a while is definitely good.
So I went with
With
a
these hand-
small bet. He calls. I'm a little bit stuck. I don't know what to do. Just give up.
Check, give up, white flag.
Yeah, give up.
And yeah, maybe. No. Maybe it's just.
No, I think you played it right, Louis.
Yeah.
Because
Go back, LP, to the river there. So you gave up on the river.
On the turn.
On the turn, you gave up on the turn because you were targeting ace-6, ace-7 of diamonds. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you think he's just okay?
Well, I bet because
Right.
I tried to get better aces to fold. I tried to hit something with my backdoor.
See, I think I bet the river. I really do. I think I bet the river because the flush draw the obvious flush draw came in.
You're gonna have to bet big if you do it, James.
Well,
You know,
I just fold.
you know I'm not
Yeah, I'll
scared
just
of it.
fold.
All in, Louis. Does it ever jam
I know
there?
where you.
That off.
I know. Nah. I know where you're coming
I-
from with
I
that
got more.
8-5.
Are you guys looking at
No,
Oh, wait, I didn't see the 22 guy. I didn't see the 22 guy. I'm sorry. I thought I just saw
Three
the
bet,
3 bet.
4 bet. We're not gonna 5 bet.
Queen
Yeah,
J
no, I
off.
didn't see the 4 bet.
Or-
I didn't see the 4 bet. I didn't see
This hand you can get it out of line with.
I like the call.
This hand you can get way out of line with.
I like the calling.
You can't help yourself, Louis.
And this
Oh,
guy
he
is the
checks, so I'm
This
like,
guy
I
might-
need him to continue bluffing, like,
This guy might spaz.
This is like a pretty good bluff, right? So. But he negates me. And now.
The jig is up. The jig is up.
Oh, now
Nah, I'm still jigging.
I'm jamming. He ain't got a flush.
What with the half pot? That
Yeah, that's what you should have did
after
last
they
time.
call.
when you-
Yeah,
my
yeah,
one
yeah,
big
smaller
blind,
bet,
it's like,
right, right.
I
He's not
know
gonna
they're
play with-
super capped. I know that not much is gonna happen unless they raise. So.
He's not calling you at worse. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Fair board.
you guys open that king 7 off?
Yep.
Wow.
Nits.
Maybe not into 3 short stacks.
What do you do here? No club?
Bet it small.
No club into 2 players.
No.
You got the straight,
I
you
think-
got the double straight blocker.
I'm not betting here.
No, I don't think we should.
Here it comes.
Just
Oh,
check
dude,
it
you were
down.
good.
Yeah.
Flat value.
I like the way you played that, Louis.
Yeah,
Could have got value.
Yeah, I like
I would
that.
bet.
too.
stop it.
Is this good?
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this is fine.
I hate these
Standard.
spots because they've been calling me without any ICM regards lately. They call here
No
like a
respect.
chippy V spot.
No respect.
See?
What?
He has to call.
I like the fake attitude.
So, Louis, can you go back for the previous hand? King Queen off. What are you jamming? What are your bottom jamming range here? ICM.
You could jam this.
I'm
be
going
honest.
down pretty
I don't-
wide.
Yeah, what
Okay,
about
you
like?
can
Oh,
Anything I
King
wanna
nine,
play,
both
I'm
whites
gonna
and
jam it
pairs.
because they're too short and I'm too big. So
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say
King five.
nearly your,
Matt Affleck did the webinar on that. It's very simple. Whenever you're at the bottom of your opening, the bottom of your calling range, kind of, okay? When you open and then this guy rips and then you're kind of priced in no matter what, but sometimes you'll make a mistake. You're much better off ripping yourself because you'll never make a mistake if you rip. Whereas if we
Yeah,
open
makes
like
sense.
ace 9 offsuit and this guy jams, we're put in the decision spot, blah, blah, blah. We might make a mistake every now and then. But if we know that it's the bottom of our calling range, it just plays better as a rip.
What's
So
that
that's
called?
that's what I'm doing here.
I wanna watch that. What is that called?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Sean?
don't make
Shoving
them.
all suited broadways.
It's called don't make a mistake.
Yeah,
Right, Louis?
so I
You're
do
shoving all
exactly the
suited
same here.
broadways. Yeah.
Table captain, yeah.
It's the bottom of my calling range, so instead of, so this one I'm not happy about. What do you guys think? I know it's in
This
there.
is just a fold.
Only if it's a bounty or jam.
Oh, it's too good to just fold, I think. I like maybe limp
You can call.
folds.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
limp fold.
Limp fold.
I think it's too
Yeah,
good
limp
to
fold.
just let her go.
Ken, could you run it?
Yeah.
Where we at here? Yeah, send it to me, I guess. By the way, that
What do you
nine
need?
from yesterday, I should have folded it pre-flop.
Hey, I
We
got
should
8
have-
big
we
blind
should have a limping-
charts.
Have a look,
We
please.
should have a limping range here anyway. So we have to
Eight big
include
blind
some hands
chart?
like this.
I got 9 and 8.
I wasn't paying
The
attention.
problem is you have to
The
limp
action here
enough
is
stuff
so-
that you're happy calling off with, which people don't do.
It folds,
There is ICM in it, eh?
it folds to
We need
you,
a limp. We have to have some limp,
That's an open
limp
fold.
calls and limp jams. So
RFI.
we have to have.
And is this
RFI.
ICM?
Yep.
How many?
What is
like-
it? Louis, you're jamming this 65% of the time. You're calling it the rest at 8.
Alright. Well, I went with
At
the jam,
9,
but I'm not happy.
at 9,
with that.
it's yeah, you can jam. It's very close. At 9, it's pure flat, but like 8-7 off is just jamming.
That's the thing that pisses me off, that I know that this is a good jam or very close to it. But this guy also know he's an ICM potato. So he's gonna call like GPV, like he doesn't care about money. He came to play cards. He came to run his equity. So these ICM potatoes, they're ruining my day lately.
How many
Every
people?
time there's one of these guys, he's gonna show like king 3 suited, like he's the genius here. He has a suited king. Like he's
He
looking
got
at
you,
a
Louis.
king. They're tilting the shit out of me.
How many
Seriously.
people are left roughly?
Like this guy doesn't like money. He just
Hey,
plays poker to play cards. Anyway,
How many people roughly are left?
about 50 players, I think.
Louis, why did you punt there?
50?
Because I know I'm supposed to do it, and it's so annoying when they call with like.
James,
He has an
James, you
ace,
gotta come
sure,
with a.
Sure. But if he shows me like queen 10 suited or some shit like that, I'm like, oh my goodness.
James, you gotta come with a little more heat than that if you're gonna get under Louis' skin. Like, you gotta, that's the worst punt you've seen all day kind of stuff.
You said
Yeah.
50, right? LP, roughly.
What?
Said 50 left.
Yeah. Yeah, so he just added this time.
I was, by the way, I was looking at Chippy V charts for what that's
Yeah.
worth. It may be very different if you're putting in some kind of ICM implications.
See, he had it and we almost had the rescan.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
So close. The guy
I
had
mean,
such a big sweat on the flop. It was like, oh my goodness, blocking the flop.
This is just, yeah, this is just kinda lame. You just kinda ran into it. There's not too much to be said about this.
I don't know.
It's fine.
I owe LP a couple digs like that from yesterday.
That's what I'm telling you. You gotta bring some heat if you're gonna get him, James.
It's not printing, but it's a thing.
Would you call the big blind if he shoved?
And
Guess
Ken,
not.
No.
if you make the big blind call like suited queens and suited
Yeah, I'll just say
kings.
it's green.
and,
It's fine as that. It's fine as is. Like,
Okay. I'm just being result oriented. Oh, king 3 suited.
big blind. Wait a second. Small blind.
Are you guys raising your suited kings here?
Not that far around that.
That's a pip or two wide for me.
I raise when the ICM pressure, the guys won't call you so wide, so
Oh, yeah.
even the
problem is-
smaller
Playing like
stacks.
Nick.
You're gonna be in the,
That's like the real GPB special. He raised all suited kings on the FT.
Do you want to see the?
Yes.
HRC?
Yeah, with ICM, yeah.
You're gonna be pretty unhappy if that guy jams 7 big blinds into your 2 big blind open.
Yeah, but that means that he's really tight.
So this is
Not
your
just
range,
easy
LP.
fold.
So I knew it was gonna be jamming. I knew it. I
It's
knew
not
it.
great, but it's, you know, it's a thing.
Alright, so show me his calling range now.
And his calling range is pretty wide.
Okay, so they are supposed to do that to me.
Yep.
And I'm still supposed to jam.
You just
I mean,
got
7-6
Louis.
is look, 7-6 is kind of indifferent. Like, it's up to you. It's not printing. It's.
I
pure
get caught, I get caught every time.
Bottom of range. you
Every
know.
single time I get caught when I do something like that. I get out of the line, I get
Limp
punished.
fold him.
Alright, good to see. Thanks a lot, Ken. Alright, king three suited. I'm blocking the kings, I'm blocking the calls, I'm blocking the ace king. It's a final table or we have heavy ICM here. So.
Who's Degen? Who's dramatic Degen?
He's gonna be
Come on.
sitting
Dramatic.
here very soon. We're not on the.
He's a
final board.
streamer. Yeah, he's just a streamer.
This is
Yeah.
just a range. You get to jam your entire range here. You said it's a final table?
Final two, I think.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, what is this? Yeah, I open rip with king, queen off. Yeah, stands, he calls.
I like how I see his cards and not yours.
So I ran into it. I was like, give me a queen or a king, give queen or a king. Yep.
Not for very long.
We can't see
Yeah.
your cards now.
You need
Now
to
I
fix
know
it so
how-
we can see what you have.
Now we know how LP wins
Oh,
tournaments.
this is a
He just
punt.
gets
Terrible.
he just gets lucky by flopping 2 queens all the time.
He's fair.
Unselected.
like
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
Final
I think
two.
that's a limp.
No way. It's a shove.
I like shoving.
No, I think your suited ace is limp a lot here. You want to check a chart real quick? I think
Yeah,
maybe
Shove,
like
ICM.
ace 4 and lower jam, and then the rest of the suited ones call.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, just limp call in the jam.
Every suited ace is just shoving.
ICM.
No way.
ICM.
There's
Yeah.
zero chance.
ICM though.
100%.
What's
I'm not
that?
100% with ICM at all. No, it's unclosed. But
I mean, how much ICM pressure does this guy even have on him? He's a short stack.
99%, okay.
Is this a final table?
Yeah, this is a ICM range.
Look, pure call.
Good call, but everything else around.
Like, I mean, that's what I said. Like ace 4 and lower, you can jam, and then the rest of the suited ones you want to call most likely. It just
Should we
protects
just
you
call
for
a
when
shove, though?
you want to see a flop with some stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
If we cover
Do you
the big blind by 2x, do we? We do, kind of. Yeah, okay. Well, one way or the other, right? Both are fine.
It just depends on if you want to have a limp range or not. Because if you don't have a limp range, you got to protect it with some stuff like that.
Yeah, what do you guys do here?
Fold.
Hang on a minute.
I 3-bet to like 5.
I like that.
ICM pressure. What is he doing with the Queen King?
That was terrible by everyone involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one is close for me. What do you guys do here?
Just
I just
fold.
fold it.
Oh, right?
You don't want to lose 5 big blinds.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
He's never jamming worse.
I just fold it pre. ICM.
Yeah, I think it is a fold pre anyway.
No,
Is this a
no,
good
we're
jam?
chip leader.
No,
Yes,
the one
it is.
previous, the Jack 10.
Check 10.
Wow, he called. These kids are punting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called the Queen King when Louis raised as well with a whole load of players behind.
Yeah. So what about this one? It's the same thing?
Yeah.
I mean,
I just rip here.
I don't know. Like, it depends on how he's a short stack, so he's pretty chip EV, right?
This guy, like he was writing in the chat, I don't like money. I'm gonna call on chip EV.
Cool.
Then I don't like a jam here.
Do you believe in that?
Calls. Queen 10 suited.
Yeah,
Is this
seems
good?
fine.
Final table bubble.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's not a big stack.
He typed that in the chat.
No, he didn't. I'm just kidding. But I mean, if you call here, I don't know what I would do with Queen 10 suited, honestly. It's just like such a tough spot.
For me, it depends how likely I am to make it to the final table. If there's like 3 or 4 short stacks shorter than me, I fold. But otherwise, I need chips, and this is definitely a chip EV call.
All right, so this is the final table. We chip up, and then this guy here is dramatic degen.
Okay.
Right in position on us with the second biggest stack. So it starts with ace king. Good choice. We 3-bet small, he calls, we get an ace, checks. We check
bet
back.
like 20% here.
Yeah.
I'll bet like 3 big blinds.
I went tricky. I don't remember why. I think I mostly just bet here. I bet turn, we got a call. Check. Now I just rip river. And he calls.
Ace Queen.
King Jack.
King Jack.
Wow.
Wow.
What a punt.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The check
was the
back
bind
on
to
the
this?
flop induced him a lot.
I mean, open, sure, but then when you get
Awful punt.
Yeah, he should have folded the flop and the river. His turn call's fine.
I didn't bet on the flop, that's the thing.
Pre-flop, I meant.
Yeah, cool.
He should not call your 3-bet ever.
Yeah.
I think what should he call with? Ace Queen and hope it's a split? Because Louis trapped him on the flop, probably. I don't think
Final
you can
table,
fold
there,
Ace
there
Queen.
is no 3-bet call for his position.
I think Ace Queen just 4-bet jams.
Yeah.
Because Louis should be 3-betting him pretty frequently.
Ace 3 would play exactly my.
But definitely not calling without an ace. It was a total punt.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, if this was suited, you could call, or King Queen suited.
Ooh. But you lose to any ace. Any ace.
What about pre-flop? Are you calling with like pocket 9s, pocket 8s, or are you just folding those to the 3-bet?
Folding those pre. Oh wait, not in.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
I think I just jam.
I was gonna say.
That's what
I fold the middle pairs.
Like 8s, 9s, 10s versus a 3-bet. I think
fold.
I'm just jamming versus a chip leader 3-bet.
So here I raise. Get 3-bet. What do you guys do here?
Just jam.
I call the 3-bet. With this flop. What do you guys do here?
Their face.
You're in the
You need a
blender.
little
This
bit
is
of
weird.
protection and you don't have a
If
spade.
he has PR, I'm just ripping it. If he's got overpairs, so
Yeah.
be it.
I prefer to call if I had a spade, but without the spade, nah.
I mean, I was gonna be all in pre-flop, so I mean, you're gonna get it all in on the flop,
Right.
right?
Okay.
Just a cooler.
What do you guys do here?
Fold.
I just fold.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
that's a
hate
very
this, but I think
small
he has a
three
tight
bet to
range.
treat people.
Alright, so this guy is up to no good.
Yeah, so are you if you play this hand any further.
He's like a recreational and he decided that he was gonna go for it. And he's been up to no good the whole final table.
With ace three or ace two?
So I just fold here. They say the cold for bet. What do you guys do
Would
here?
you, would you
Blind
call
versus
the-
blind, and this is dramatic degen. He's chip leader right now.
I'm
So
gonna
that's the
mix.
chip leader.
I mostly call this, but I'm gonna mix some raises in.
Wow, he lets you see a flop for free.
Yeah,
Check.
check, check.
Why?
We hit the
That
king.
seems really bad.
Bet.
Is he aggressive?
Yeah, he's good.
No, but he's very tricky.
That one big blind he
He's
calls.
very tricky. He's a very tricky player.
Bet again.
Bet big, he folds.
You got balls.
What do you guys do here?
Fold.
Fold.
I see him folding.
This is bad, Louis.
I would do this.
Is it?
That done is with the chip leader. If I would monster stack, I would done it, but not in the middle stack.
Yeah,
Louis, it
he's
looks
got
like
us
you're playing
covered.
quite
He
unorthodox.
opened a 3x. We're not blocking any ace X.
This guy could just jam on you and you're toast. You can't do anything. Because of the ICM. Just fold.
Louis is an
You
unorthodox.
could do that
one.
against like another middling stack maybe, but not against the big stack, I don't think.
Equity risk premium and stuff.
Yeah, versus 3x open. Like,
Yeah, right. That's
You guys
it's a lot of big
don't ever
blinds to
use
lose.
suited kings, Eric, for a three bet?
this.
Use, but with the monster stack, not with this kind of stack.
I think it plays better as a call than a
I mean, he
free
should be
bet
opening very wide, but
on the button.
I still don't want to do it. I like to eliminate a lot of the high variance lines late in the tournament, honestly. I don't think they're good. And our stakes. I'm trying to get better at avoiding them. Honestly, if I did, I'd rather do it with king five and king six.
So you guys are saying,
Yeah, I'm saying I want to avoid the high variance lines.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
This is saying you have 48 big blinds. You don't have 48 big blinds. You have 28 versus a 3x raise.
yeah, but this is like chip leader is not in the
And
hand.
he has you,
And then
the chip leader opened. This
you
is way
see,
different.
well, look it up. What's the closest,
That's Timmy. I got HRC open. I'm running my hands from yesterday.
what?
No.
You want?
You can send it to me. I got HRC going. I'm running my hands from yesterday and added notes.
Okay,
I think that, like, I don't think it's completely out of line versus 2x open. I still don't really like it. I think it's okay, but versus 3x, I think it's just a fold.
If we ever review mine, everything will be finished. It'll save time.
can we find a similar chip, a similar spot? This is the list.
A similar what?
A similar chip stack distribution.
I have the exact distribution. You sent me the hand history.
I did. I sent it to you already.
Yeah, so I have the exact one. Why do I need a similar one?
You want to do it right away?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
How many are left, roughly?
Final table.
Oh, okay.
This final table.
So we'll just do straight ICM, or you want to do FGS?
FGS.
You like FGS?
Yeah,
And what position are you?
button.
Button.
So we'll just say maybe 3 players max. And you open 3x.
What was the FGS? I missed that.
Future game simulation. It's
Alright.
an equity model for HRC.
Okay, thanks.
We just have to be tight here. We're a middling stack.
I like to
Yeah, of
use
course.
like low suited kings and some suited queen, aces to 3-bet bluff. I do it a lot, actually. Like I
But
asked,
do you think you're gonna fold against your 3-bet, the monster stack?
it's not important.
It's gonna take about 3 minutes.
Okay, so I asked Bert when people were getting out of line on final tables. And my impression was that this guy was opening very, very wide. When people get out of line, you just 3-bet them small a lot. That's what he told me, so that's what I'm doing.
But you're supposed
And I
to
have to find the right combos, and I thought this one was the perfect one.
King 7 special, Louis.
Yeah. The good old king 7 suited, the secret weapon against early position.
I mean, you're just putting in a quarter of your stack pre-flop at a final table.
Yeah, this is gonna be a
What?
what did you raise to?
Raised to 7.
So this is close enough. I got 7.5 in here. It's a punt and a half.
It's a punt.
Is it?
Is that what you said, Ken?
No,
Yes.
if you want to say a pip.
Wanna share the screen, Ken?
Yeah, just let it finish running because I have bad audio when it's running. It's almost done. I can stop it in a minute.
Alright, so he calls a 3-bet. We said, get this
I
flop.
think your bluffs are going to be like ace-x.
I bet small. He calls.
I was thinking, yeah, that's
We
pretty
hit
close.
the king.
Gosh.
Check,
What
check.
you gonna do now?
He rips.
Oh man, come on.
This is just a disaster.
And you're losing the flushes, full houses, sets, better kings.
Right.
I'm out.
Not beating a
I'm
lot.
out.
Beating a bluff,
I'm out.
Louis.
Straight flop.
Beating a bluff.
So yeah, am I supposed to fold the king here?
Yeah, I
3-bet
mean, at
flat.
the final table, I'm out. Like, he can have it. I got
So
some.
2 hero
pocket
call here. I
nine.
wanna have a jack in my hand, ideally, and I wanna have a spade in my hand, ideally.
Yeah, for sure.
So I
What do
ended
we
up
beat
folding.
is the question. We beat like 7s, 8s, and 9s. That's it.
And he showed his end.
Yeah. Just a complete disaster.
Yeah,
Well,
so
not complete. You folded the river, so you got chips to work with.
it's all about this
Well, you-
point here.
Let's see where I'm at.
Let me see something else.
I think you want to check the flop here too. I don't like to see that.
No, on paired board, you're going to get raised a lot anyway.
So this, like, see?
I mean,
I mean,
Oh,
LP, honestly, you're just pretty much going all in or folding with your range here. There's some like it's finding some slivers of 3-bets, but it doesn't even want to play against this guy.
I don't, Louis, looking at the stack depths as well, I don't think you should be getting out of line here when there's like 3-4 stacks smaller than you.
Yeah, give me a
That's what I
screen.
was
So I
saying.
don't think we get to go out and get out of line as much.
Give me the screen.
Surely not. And especially against the bigger stacks.
I smell ICM jail.
So
Am I right in saying that?
I'm here, like,
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
We should be playing pretty tight because of the ICM ladder.
now if you want to adjust it, like he's opening way wider than this, it could change. Get my audio back. You want to make him open wider?
Yeah, do that.
My impression was that he was opening too wide.
50 some
does
percent,
he
I would
do?
guess. I mean, I think he should be opening wider, honestly.
Oh, okay. So you were adjusting to the player.
I don't think he's opening any of this, right?
No.
Yeah, that's good.
Is he opening all his pairs? Is he open like these?
No, well,
Let's have a
suited
peek.
Jack 2 suited, I don't think so. At least Jack 6. Jack 4
Kind of
also.
line like this.
Yeah, seems good.
I'm gonna lose my audio, I imagine.
It's good because usually you talk too much.
Your
and you
range
get
isn't
a break
changing
from
much.
it.
Keep it in the jam more. It's basically like it's turning some of your 3-bets into jams instead of 3-bets versus his wider range.
Even if he's opening wider, it doesn't matter because of other shallow stacks. I guess that's why. It doesn't change a lot.
I saw we had an 11% 3-bet range. What was it?
It's 1.3.
Okay, scroll down to the line where the button 3-bets. Oh no, okay, you're right. It's all in. Scroll down on the other line. The other one.
Yeah, these are all in range. It's 11.3. It's right
Okay.
here.
Okay, so this is, I thought I butchered this final table and I did.
So if you think they're opening wider, you convert your 3-bets into jams, it looks like. Like these were all mixing 3-bets, these suited aces.
Okay. So this
Are
is
we
no,
mean 3-betting or not?
this is no bueno. Alright,
Comeback time.
Also, Louis, for what it's worth, I think you're like range checking the flop.
I bet
Not
here.
a good flop. It's not a good flop to range bet. I like the check.
Should I bet this river?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm against the big blind
Missed
and
out
the
some-
8 pairs.
Missed out some value.
I like a check. I don't want to get jammed on here.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to be a little bit greedy there because we're ahead of so many hands.
If it's not a final table, I go for value final table. I'm just checking.
Falling here, right?
Sure.
Should I just fold?
What happened here?
Limp pot.
You completed the small blind. Completed the small.
Oh, okay.
Raise. You cover him. Raise. And he limp. Raise.
Sam, you always raise.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think-
okay.
I think
I like
raising-
it.
When you cover him and he limps, he doesn't really have much of these, so you need to raise him.
I like raising the flop as well. No, this kind of.
Yeah,
I'm going pure off of stack sizes.
yeah, okay, raise the flop here. Would have been nice.
Call all day. Call all day.
Yeah, this is a stupid sizing. Just call.
Nice.
He should have just jam on you because you can't call.
That's right.
Muck.
So I like betting here because I thought I would get better kings to fold. I would get, maybe like ace size fold. Like the ace 5 of clubs, maybe.
So if you're calling, you're shutting down?
Yeah, pretty much. Now the 10 comes, I'm like, yeah. I went for it. Not sure if I like it. I think I butchered this hand a lot.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Should I bet here when the top card pairs and he checks back?
But he raised you on flop, yes? On
Yeah.
flop.
All I see is he covers you. I honestly don't know what to do here. I don't want to bluff.
I'm just check
Yeah,
folding.
I don't want to have my stack get closer to 13 big blinds. I just don't want to do anything.
So I should not bet here. All right, first mistake.
Yeah.
Second mistake, betting here is also pretty bad, right?
Yeah, because this sizing, I don't think like with his chip stack, he's not even gonna fold ace high. I don't think. And when he checks back, that's a lot of it. So yeah, I don't see the point of this one.
Lost the audio for a minute.
Yeah, so lost this one. This guy 3-bets again, up to no good. He gets called. Check, check. See, 3-bets and he checks the flop. Check, check. Bets, and then he calls. And he was 3-betting with ace-6 off against the chip leader, or second in chips and me. So that's how up to no good he was.
GG poker.
I don't hate it though. I like it.
Yeah. I agree.
I limp, he checks, we get this, I check, he bets. I have to call?
Just muck. I would muck here.
You would muck here?
Yeah, you need way more equity to call, right? You need how much when you call here?
I'm supposed to call with king eyes.
21%, and then your chip stack is at risk.
So you like?
I know what the GTO says you need to call, but like at a final table, I'm not calling. Yeah, no.
What about? I mean, he's got a 1 overcard, backdoor straight, backdoor flush draw. Not sure.
I
think
know
we're supposed to call one big blind, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to, but
yeah, I think the flop call's fine.
At a final table, I'm not. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Can you actually check the spot in pre-flop academy, please?
See, now you went from like 20 something to closer to.
What do you want to see here, Maxi? You want to see if I go all in?
What's our range? What our raise range, limp range? What is it here?
I don't think we have a raise range here.
No, I actually don't. I mean, I don't hate raising. I don't want to limp into I just don't want to be in a pot where the guy covered me by twice.
I'm limping anything I want to play here. I'll have a limp jam and a limp call and a limp fold range.
He only bet one big blind as well on the flop, didn't he?
Yeah,
he did.
We should never be folding that combo there, then, should we? 1 overcard, backdoor flush and straight draw.
Yeah,
it has to be like MDF to call.
MDF doesn't matter, but I with this combo, I don't think we can fold. I think it's too good.
Yeah, I
we
think
have a
so.
shoving range here. What do you think?
This combo is too good to fold to a one bet on that flop.
Is it?
Because he could quite easily be betting his jack highs and shit to just get auto folds from some queens and kings.
He could be.
Right, well, I should rip it pre.
Yeah, so ripping is an option.
Yeah, ripping into chip leader is good.
What, pre-flop rip it?
Yeah. Should have gone all in here.
Yeah.
I'm never doing that with a 9 big blind stack at the table.
This guy up to no good again?
We just shove. No, I think we shove.
No.
I would shove pre-flop.
You don't call here. Absolute jam.
Yeah, you can't bluff catch. You just got lucky.
king jack off.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, this fucking sucks.
Small pairs
Nothing
suck.
you can do.
What do you get
Bluffing?
called by?
Fold.
Merging?
Fold.
Well, this is blind versus blind, and he didn't raise at any point. So is this
You
really
gotta
a
fold. Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna go out. You could, I guess.
Look at that
He's
tiny
not getting
7
out of
big
line.
blind stack. Waiting.
He's not getting out of
Your
line on
hand
the
is
river here, Louis.
terrible. Your hand is you'd be your hand terrible bluff catcher. You're blocking spades and you're blocking straight draws.
How can he be getting out
actually
of
think
line here
he-
when you check down
I
to the river
actually-
and now he's coming over the top?
Yeah, I actually think he would be getting out of the line here because he has so much chips and you're pretty much second. So it's very easy for him to get out of line here. Like I would be getting out of line here like all the time.
Yeah.
But I would blow up the pot before that. Like I'm looking to put your whole stack in by the river.
I just don't think he's bluffing here often enough.
Do you think it's
He's caught
just
the
a
four.
fold?
I think it is because I think he's caught in this. I mean, if it checked down, he would have probably checked a 4 here all the way for cheap showdown. He had showdown value, and now all of a sudden he hits trips on the river. And why
Like,
wouldn't
it
he raise
doesn't-
if he hits trips? He's going to raise for sure.
It doesn't really hurt your chip stack to call because you still have 30 and you're way ahead of the 23. So I think, I mean, if you want to call, it's okay.
I think it's bad because I'm blocking spades. I'm blocking.
Yeah, you're
ace
blocking the
three.
low. Yeah, you're blocking the low spade too. But I'm just thinking like he could be getting out of line here like a lot. And then
Yeah, so the reason why I call is when I bet one big blind like this and they raise like 5x, 6x, 10x,
Yeah.
usually they're just losing their mind against my one big blind bet. So that's why I lean towards calling here. But I'm exploiting myself. I think you guys mostly said fold. I should have folded. Went with the call, and this guy's just a luck box. He plays 7-4 off and just gets it. Actually, it was on a sequence like every hand he played, he had like top pair, or like he plays 7-4 off, gets 2-4. He was on a sequence.
Yeah, but it's a limp pot, right? You only
Yeah,
bet
it's
one
limp.
big blind. He covers you. He's never folding any pair.
Yeah, what do you guys do here?
Muck it.
You got to come along for the ride, Louis.
Calling, trying to hit a 4. Hit the
I
4.
like it.
I bet one big one. Good
He's gonna
call.
lose his mind.
Check. I bet small. They both fold. So yeah,
Easy fold.
again, he's just luck boxing. This hits every time. What do you guys do here? This is a close one.
I'm calling.
2 short stacks here.
It's a close one.
Bottom of range, I think.
It is a.
I don't think you call. I think you just fold, right?
It might be a fold actually.
This guy is
think
our
it's a
guy
fold.
with ace-6 off, king jack off suit. The guy who's trying to push the boundaries of the game. He doesn't like money. He likes to make poker plays that are questionable.
Like this
I
3
think
big
this could
blind
still
stack.
be an ICM
Still
fold.
gonna have 2 overcards the majority of the time, if not over pairs. I don't hate a fold.
I'm calling here.
I don't hate a fold.
I honestly don't know what the answer is.
So look at this. I had him pretty good here, here, here. And then the
He's
eight.
got a
over
10.
here. Just as I ski. And then we chop it off.
Ah,
Can you get to PFA and see if it's a call?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's not a fold though.
I think it's all right. I think it's an all right call just because it doesn't really change your position in the tournament if you lose the pot. You
Okay.
just trade you trade chip stacks with him. It's not like you're out of the tournament.
Right.
He still has double the low stacks.
Makes sense. So basically, we're still in there. We're in roughly the same position, really.
Yeah.
It's really good if he's finding all the bluffs, LP, all those low suited aces, kings, queens.
This guy's a donkey. He's been up to no good. Like he's been trying, like he literally has been up to no good.
Who's the guy that had aces against you too? When you had jacks? Like I've been saying, I've seen three, like I'm in and out. I've seen three hands and they've all been pretty good.
Yeah, but I seen him play against other players when I was not in the hand. He was trying to like make a statement, basically. More than trying to be cautious, trying to make money. Like he was just blasting on spots where it doesn't make sense.
Is this the next hand with the eights or previous one? With the
What?
This is the ace king hand. Ah, okay, sorry.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's a close one. Here I red.
Galen, that king 10 suited hand yesterday was a punt.
What do you guys do facing here? I check it down and now he bets. And I think he's loose and aggressive.
I mean, I'm not gonna fall when I hit the eight. I have the best eight. He's probably not bet. I didn't see all the action. How did it go? It's a small pot, so it checked all the way down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just calling. Easy call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King nine.
Missed a couple bets, huh?
The 1 street hand, isn't it? So the fact that, he could throw in a bluff here on the river quite easily.
Check raise. Check his bet for us. Yeah, okay.
I think you have to call a small bet that size, Louis, but maybe not a big bet, right? Quite sure we fold to a bigger bet.
Why does it end there? Is it because of the new day? Oh, I think I remember. I actually downloaded the hand history while I was playing.
Amelyik hamarabb jön, ezek ilyen fölváltva mennek, ilyen 34 vagy 106-os. 106 vagy 34.
That's Hungarian.
Is it?
Yep.
I need to start playing on GG. I don't play on GG.
You should.
Oh, wow.
What about ACR? You play on there, Louis?
Not really, no.
No.
It's a scam.
Anyone else play on ACR much?
I like ACR. LP probably plays more tournaments than he realizes.
Nah, Louis. Don't tell him the truth. You're in ACR. You play on ACR.
He probably
You just
plays
don't
at
know
least
it.
20 a week on there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
play on ACR.
He just donks it
We need
off
a-
on there, I guess.
I play on ACR.
Louis, let me know. We can get I'll send you another $100.
Oh my goodness, more unsolicited than that.
I'm gonna win you some money Sunday, so you'll be flush.
So this thing is called the Daily Special 25.
I'm trying to get into Sunday squeeze.
Squeeze.
Oh, there it is. Why does it have 75 games?
You know, the millions is on
19.
party at the moment, do we, right?
What?
The millions is on party at the moment. You know that, yeah?
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm in it on I'm in day one on Sunday.
What kind of seed do they give? Any big satellite qualifier?
Yeah, they got lots. I got 2 tickets, so I got 2 bullets. They're the 25 qualifier yesterday, 25 seat. And it's the same for the 1,000 buy-in ones, 25 seat.
Okay.
Million guaranteed. Get in there, bro.
For sure I will.
I thought about trying to play on ACR, Ken. I might give it a go, but I've got no crypto account set up or anything to deposit on there.
I could sell you ACR if you got PayPal.
I have.
If you want to send me, I could send you ACR money if you want to send me PayPal money.
No worries. I could do direct bank transfer if you like.
Aren't you international?
Yeah, that might be a bit difficult, I guess. I'll do something with PayPal. That'd be easier.
PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. Any of those will work.
Because I heard that ACR is quite a good site to play on.
I like it. Where am I at here with this hand? So this is just a pretty much all in spot.
Anyone else playing on any sites they recommend?
Treble 8 poker's not bad, Barry.
Which one, Andy?
Treble 8 poker.
I like
LA poker.
888 poker, yeah.
Oh, 888.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
From this point on, nothing happened for me. I just blinded down to 10 big blinds. I hear rip, good call. And that's it. That was not a big one.
Is this a rip?
This is what happened. Pretty sure it's a rip, yeah?
Yeah, it's a rip. I mean, you're the shortest stack, Louis. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah, I thought it was good. So that's how it ended.
GG.
Good game.
Yeah, so I thought I butchered the final table, and as we saw, I got a little bit out of line a couple of times. So I'm happy to see that the King 7 suited was my biggest blunder. 3-betting the chip leader. I got cute a little bit. All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot for coming, guys. It's been fun.